ekutuusibwako.
This is how we pass on greatness. Because with this team to inspire us, there's nothing we can't do. Play to inspire.
Welcome to Halal Kitchen Show with me, Salmah Islam. Good evening to everyone watching us. And of course, this is Halal Kitchen Show sponsored by Pepsi. We bring you different cooking recipes. Last time we had coffee and we saw how coffee goes. And today I was like, can someone really have coffee? Ngatalina chakulira ko netugamba leero katukuletera omukyala anyirira bulungi nga yedina ngayigiriza how to make cakes, cookies and everything. Dina, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Salmah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
How is your Saturday moving? How do you feel being on TV today?
It feels great, most especially this TV, Salam TV.
You're so happy to have us?
Yes.
So how has been your weekend and how has been your week and how has everything been moving?
My week has been good and we're looking forward to enjoying this show.
Sure. So what do you bring us today? What's that amazing thing we're going to have today?
Today we are going to have beautiful cookies.
Okay.
They are called melting moments. They're very nice. You can have them with your coffee, you can have them with a cup of tea, you can pack them for children, and for those interested in learning how to bake, you can learn how to bake and bake for home or even sell.
So when we talk about melting cookies, what should come into our minds?
Yummy. Very yummy.
We should just think about yummy things.
Nice aroma, nice flavor, beautiful taste.
Where does it get its name from? Melting moments. Wow, it's eye-catching, eh? When you're on the menu and it's like melting moments. You want to have it.
The taste.
The taste, yeah?
Yes.
Well,
just the aroma melts into your mouth and you enjoy every bit of it.
you're making us anxious even before we start. So what do we need to make the melting cookies?
Melting moments are very easy.
They're called melting moments.
Yes,
not
they are cookies.
Okay.
But the name is melting moments, but they're actually cookies. So we don't need much. Someone at home without maybe a mixer can also make them. So I'm going to briefly demonstrate how we can use it from scratch for those who don't have mixers, and then also to prepare them using a mixer for those who can afford. Okay.
Because someone, when they see the machine, but you never know. If you're going to get it all. So what do we need? What are the ingredients that you need in the cookies?
To make melting moments, we have very few ingredients we need.
Okay.
Before me, I have flour.
Yes.
We have flour here. And then we have coconut flakes for garnishing. We also have eggs. We have baking fat. We have cherries for garnishing. We have sugar, baking powder, and a little vanilla for the aroma.
Okay, so what is that main ingredient that when you don't have it, you don't get the cookies?
This particular cookies, what makes them distinct are the cherries.
Cherries.
Once you don't have the cherries, then that's another name.
Okay, so that's why it maybe gets its name from.
Yes.
Okay, so we go in. So what do we need first to do? What are the procedures?
The most important thing about making melting moments is we must have the ingredients weighed right before you, and then it's very important to have a weighing scale. It's the most important gadget any baker must have. So you must have a weighing scale. It comes in different forms. Before me, I have
I think you're going to turn it so that they can see what you're talking about.
I have a digital. It's very easy to use.
Okay.
So once you have it, you can weigh anything you want. So we have the weighing scale. We have.
So this changes all the time. Okay.
Yes.
Back.
It changes. Yes. Okay. Maybe we can maintain it here. Right now, as you can see, it's reading 0. So if I want to weigh something, I need to first zero the pan. So I would like to weigh my ingredients. I first zero the pan. What I mean is we have to remove the weight of this pan such that it does not factor in our weight.
Okay, so the pan itself has weight.
Yes.
Okay, so okay.
I've made it 0 weight, such that whatever I put in here will be the weight
The
that
exact
is going
weight.
to be shown here.
Okay.
Yes.
So what do you go in first?
So now that I've weighed this pan, I would like
You'd
to...
ask for my help?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, don't worry about
I have flour, wheat flour.
This is the normal flour, multi-purpose?
Yes, multi-purpose
Okay.
flour, wheat flour. So I would like to weigh about 350 grams of flour.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so for someone who doesn't have, it is 337.
337. What we need is 350.
You have to be accurate, yeah?
Yes, you must. If you
Oh,
go
it is.
wrong, if you
It
go
has
wrong,
gone
then-
extra 2, I think, because of your hand. It has gone back.
Back to 0.
So even your hand is measured on the scale. Do you need this anymore?
No, I don't need that now. So the next thing we need is baking powder.
Okay.
I'm just going to have 2 teaspoons leveled baking powder, and this is just enough. So from here, it's important to always weigh, to always sift.
Okay.
Yes, kindly.
So my other question is, for someone who doesn't have a weighing scale.
If you don't have a weighing scale, then we need to have what they call measuring cups.
Okay.
Yes, you just have to use the cups, but to get it accurate, it's very important to always have a weighing scale, no matter how simple.
You're going to make it.
Yes.
You know, like us, we Africans, we see these things are for long story. If I know that I need like my eyes, they tell us that you can use your eyes to do whatever you want. So someone who's out there and they feel like, this is too much work for me. What do they do?
What we do with the person who does not have
A
a
weighing
weighing
scale.
scale, then we use cups.
This is normal cups,
No,
or measuring
they are-
cups.
They are not normal cups. Most supermarkets have measuring cups. They are called measuring cups. They come in different sizes. There's what they call 1 cup, a half cup. So if you want, if you're going to use cups, you look for the one which is written on 1 cup. Because 1 flour of 300.
So 1 cup is 335?
1
50?
cup measures 100 grams of flour. It's equivalent to 100 grams of flour.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. You done with this?
Yes, I'm done with that. Now that we have our flour sifted, then we need to cream the sugar and fat until light and fluffy.
So what is creaming? When you talk about creaming, what should our viewer out there think about?
Creaming means you have to mix the sugar and fat until it's light. And
When you talk about fat, what should come into our head?
margarine. Margarine
Okay.
can be maybe a prestige product. Margarine can be Blue Band product.
Anything that you have at home, as long. Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
you
cool.
can use that.
So what do we go in for next?
So next, we are going to cream the sugar. The sugar here is already weighed.
So how many grams is that?
This is 100 grams of sugar.
Okay.
We already have 100 grams of sugar.
Okay.
Next, I would like to put the 200 grams of fat, already weighed.
Okay.
Make it simpler.
So for this portion, how many cookies do we get out of them?
How many cookies? Depending on the size of cookies, you can get as many as 80 cookies.
Out of just this?
Yes, out of this. You can even
Wow.
get 100, depends
On the
depends
size.
on that size that you make.
Okay.
But it's important to always maintain the size uniform
When you're making them.
when you're making them. Yes.
What else do you need?
Once we do this,
That's all?
Yes, that's all. We start first by creaming this.
Okay. For how long do you do that?
Just cream for about 10 minutes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Just 10 minutes and You need to keep on scraping
Okay.
so that you avoid
It gets stuck on the pan.
it gets stuck on the pan, so you have
Okay.
to keep scraping.
So you need attention there whenever you're doing that, whenever you're creaming.
Once you've scraped, you can leave it mixing and you go on to do something else.
Okay.
So I wanted to leave it scraping, then I briefly explain what someone can do with it. Yes. So from this point, when I want to break in the eggs,
Okay. How many eggs do we need
we need
for this
only 2
particular?
eggs.
That means baking is not an expensive thing, or people just get scared of it.
People get scared of it probably because they are ignorant of what is involved in, and that's why we're here as Cake Signature.
Okay. You're doing good work, yeah?
Thank you. We teach people.
Okay, so for a person who doesn't eat eggs.
A person who doesn't eat eggs, there are other types of cookies that we can use, that they can enjoy.
How? Yeah.
Or if we want, we could use cream in place of eggs.
Well, cooking cream?
Yes, cooking cream. We
Okay.
could use cream. So for this matter, we can put 100 grams
Of cream. Okay.
in the place of the.
So there is always a solution for something.
Yes, there is always a solution.
Okay.
So now that we have put in the eggs, we have to continue mixing.
For how long?
We're going to mix it just for a few minutes, maybe 2 or so. But also you have to test to ensure that you don't feel any rough sugar inside
You have to test.
with your hand to feel.
Oh, I thought the testing.
With your hand.
You still need them? You need them. You need them. So when you're mixing them with the mixing machine, you just have to stand there and make sure everything goes so well. Because sometimes someone will just put them down like, wait 10 minutes, then we're going to just be doing something
You
different.
monitor because maybe something could have gone wrong with the machine, so you can correct it.
Okay, it needs your full attention.
It needs your full attention.
Okay.
Yes. So from this point, we can now.
So is it ready?
Yes, please.
This?
Yes, please. We need to add in the flour.
Okay.
And add a little at a time while mixing. You don't have to put all at once.
So for someone who doesn't have a mixing machine at home,
Yes.
what can they use for creaming?
Or for someone who doesn't have a machine at home, you can simply have a bowl like this, or an ordinary bowl, any type of bowl like this. You measure your sugar in there and the fat, and then you use a mingling stick.
These, eh?
Yes, you
Then
use
like
this. Keep creaming. You might take much longer than a mixer, but you'll surely get there.
Okay, it needs patience.
Yes, needs a lot of patience.
Okay.
Yes. So once we have the flour, you can use this scraper for those who have. If you don't have a scraper, you can use a mingling stick to do the folding.
So what you're doing is called folding.
Folding, yes.
Okay.
You don't want to spoil the texture of the finished product and make it hard and rough. So once you're done, then we are ready.
So how long do you do that?
About a minute. You don't need to do too long, because if you take so long, it will change the texture.
Okay, so which texture do we expect today with our melting moments?
Okay, not too hard, not too soft. If it's too soft, then you'll not be able to make the shape that you like.
Okay.
If it's too hard, then the crunchiness, you'll not be able to achieve the crunchiness once you finish.
So at the end, our end product should be crunchy?
Should be crunchy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Soft and...
soft and crunchy.
Okay.
So now that we have looks more almost like breadcrumbs.
Yeah, they do.
Yes. Then we need to have our pan ready.
Is that the bun we use for the oven?
Yes, this is the one. Or something close to this. If you don't have something aluminium like this, you can. There are quite a number of pans out there. Some of them are fabricated. They all do a good job. Some little flour.
You need flour?
Yes, just a little. I'm going to do what they call dusting. You don't need too much, because we don't want the cookies to come out with a layer of, of flour.
So anything that you're going to bake, you need to do the dusting?
You need to do anything that you're going to bake. Cookies, cakes, everything you need to cream and dust
Okay.
with a little flour. This is our finished product. We have finished mixing. Now we are going to let it rest for about 30 minutes. And then after that, we continue with the procedure.
Okay, so our dear viewers out there, let's go in for a very short commercial break, then we come back as we let. How do they call this, the dough? The finished product?
The cookie dough.
Okay. So as we let the cookie dough rest for the 30 minutes, let's go in for a very short commercial break. Don't forget to grab yourself a bottle of Pepsi as we come back.
This is how we pass on greatness. Because with this team to inspire us, there's nothing we can't do. Play to inspire.